Hey guys, how are you doing? So, as you know, the Super Bowl happened and there was a lot of drama.
The end is right. I hope you had the time of your life. Say hey.
The drama wasn't in the game itself. As you know, a lot of people care more about the halftime show of the game than the actual game. I'm not American, so I didn't care as much for the game, but I did watch it. It was pretty boring. But the halftime show with Bad Bunny is what got a lot of people talking. There were some interesting stuff in it, like a real wedding happening in it, a lot of different businesses, a lot of hidden messages.
Mañana otra, ey, me la voy a llevar a todas pa' un VIP, ey. Saludan a Titi, vamos a tirar un selfie. Seis chis, que sonrían las que ya les metí en un VIP, ey. Saludan a Titi, vamos a tirar un selfie. Seis chis, que sonrían las que se olvidaron ya de mí, me gustan mucho las Gabriel.
Also, some people hating on it, like Trump. But today I'm gonna tell you about all the drama that happened because of this Super Bowl halftime show. But thing is, the drama actually started on September 28th, 2025 when Bad Bunny was announced as the halftime headliner. NFL called it a proud cultural moment. Bad Bunny even said that the show was for my people, my culture, and our history. Came some Trump supporters, and they got mad at Bad Bunny because he sings in Spanish. So even though Bad Bunny is one of the most streamed artists in the world, he sang in Spanish. And also, he criticized Trump immigration policies, so Trump supporters were like, no, we don't like him. And also, he's from Puerto Rico, so he's not American, which, if you don't know, no, Puerto Rico is in America. It's a territory of America. And that means that Bad Bunny is American, so anyone who says that he's not American, bro. But even people like Christino mocked the NFL for picking him. Trump himself said that he never heard of Bad Bunny and he questioned why the NFL chose him. There was even a petition to replace Bad Bunny with George Strait, and the petition argued that this halftime show should honor American culture. By the way, if you don't know, America doesn't really have an official language. Like, it's one of those countries that doesn't have one. Like, it's not English, it's not Spanish. It just doesn't have an official language. So, no, English is not the official language of America. But the petition didn't work. So because of that, Turning Point USA decided to make something different. They said that instead of the NFL halftime show, they're gonna have their own halftime show. The music was anything in English, and apparently it had people like Kid Rock, Brantley Gilbert, Lee Bryce, and Gabby Barrett. Honestly, I don't know any of them except Kid Rock. I heard of him. Anyway, this alternate halftime show actually got some views. Like, live at the same time of the NFL halftime show, it got 5.2 million people watching. And then by the end of the night, it had more than 12 million views. But also, we don't know if those are just the people who clicked it to see or people who actually watched it. But anyway, yeah, it got a lot of views. Then at the same time, there was the actual halftime show. As I told you, there were a lot of hidden messages in his halftime show. Not hidden messages as like a conspiracy theory, no. Hidden messages as in like things that he wants to show people to make Puerto Rico better. And also to honor Puerto Rico. For example, Bad Bunny stepped onto the field wearing a pava, which is this straw hat. This hat comes from Puerto Rican farmers called jibaros, and long ago, those farmers were treated as poor and not important during the Spanish rule of like the 1800s. During that time, people laughed at them, like just thought of them as silly, but then over time, they actually became the pride and the symbol of the farmers. Like, and also this hat became the symbol. By wearing this hat, he was honoring those farmers, which is a pretty cool move. But also, he dressed in all white, but he wore a football jersey, and I don't know if you noticed it, but in the back, a lot of people commented, it said Ocasio with the number 64, right? And a lot of people like argued, like, is it a hidden message? Was it political? No. His real name is Benito Antonio Martinez Ocasio, so this jersey was just about his name. Also, there was this small pink house appearing on the field, and also it's called La Casita, which means little house. And this house apparently represents homes and represents families who left their countries to come to America to dream bigger. And that comes as a strong message, especially with Bad Bunny criticizing ICE a lot. But then there was this frog, and a lot of people were actually like, why the heck is there a frog in the middle of the screen? And a lot of people actually thought that it was a mistake. But no, this frog is actually called a sapo concha, which is a very rare frog in Puerto Rico. But thing is, this frog is endangered. Like, its home is disappearing because of all the buildings and developments that are happening. Though Bad Bunny included it to say, like, notice that our land matters. Then another hidden message started when he started singing El Apagón, which basically means the blackout. And then he got up on an electric pole because there are a lot of blackouts that happen in Puerto Rico. And a lot of people have to live in those situations. So he was just symbolizing how the people in Puerto Rico had to live with broken systems every single day. The song even connects to an 18-minute documentary that Bad Bunny released, and the documentary explains the power failures, housing issues, and even people being pushed out of their homes in Puerto Rico. But then with all the singing and all this stuff, actually there was a proposal. I don't know if the proposal was real, I'm not sure. But then there was a wedding. And apparently this wedding was real. That was a real wedding. The couple actually invited Bad Bunny to their wedding, and he was like, you know what? Instead, how about you come to the Super Bowl? Like, I'm inviting you. Come and have your wedding on the Super Bowl halftime show. Like, watching it for the first time, I was like, why is there a wedding? I was confused, but now that I saw that this wedding was real, I'm like, huh, this is actually cute. But also a taco cart appeared, and a lot of people also said that it's a random taco. But no, this taco actually belonged to Villa's Taco, which is a very famous taco place in Los Angeles. And the story is super sweet because the owner, Victor Villa, actually started selling tacos from his grandmother's yard. That's a real success story. From his grandmother's yard to becoming like a really, really famous taco place in LA. Like, respect to him, honestly. And then he ended the show with, the only thing more powerful than hate is love. And the show was done, okay? So it was sweet. It was a good show, right? But someone didn't like it. And that person is Trump.
I hate my opponent.
Because Trump said this: the Super Bowl halftime show is absolutely terrible, one of the worst ever. It makes no sense, is an effort to the greatness of America, and doesn't represent our standards of success, creativity, or excellence. Nobody understands a word this guy is saying, and the dancing is disgusting, especially for young children that are watching from throughout the USA. To be honest with you, it's really ironic that Trump is commenting about young children here. Seriously, bro, we know about your relationship with Epstein. But anyway, let's continue. And then he said that this show is just a slap in the face to our country, which is setting new standards and records every single day, including the best stock market and 401ks in history. Sure, okay. There is nothing inspirational about this mess of a halftime show. And watch, it will get great reviews from the fake news media because they haven't got a clue of what is going on in the real world. And by the way, the NFL should immediately replace its ridiculous new kickoff rule. Sure, whatever. Make America great again. Like, that's what he said. And honestly, I don't know. What do you think about his message? Because honestly, I like the irony. I enjoy it. I enjoy that he's showing his care for kids. Especially after, like, the release of the Epstein files, which he's in them a lot. Like, a lot. Again, America doesn't have an official language. So for anyone saying, oh, we should speak English in America. Bro, you don't have an official language. Either make one or stop complaining. And anyway, guys, that's it for today. I love you all. Let me know your opinion about this whole thing. I know this focused specifically on the halftime show, but there's been a lot of drama. A lot of people are talking about it. So let me know what you think, and I will see you tomorrow.